Howdy. We are back with Cough Drop Tarot. And just when I think it's over, it starts up again. A little hack. Hack. Okay, this is going to be a Just Facts, man. I've already laid it out, and I've used the new cards again, the same way I did in the last reading. And I want to tell you this. I stopped. I try to steer clear of all the tarot readings before I do mine, and then I watch them after I know where I'm going. Then it's okay. So while the last one was uploading, mum's the word, I was watching Wendy's Tarot. Now it came out 5 hours, or it had when I was watching it. 6 hours. I don't know. After the last one I did. She said it. I was sitting here shuffling. I was getting ready for this one. I was watching her while I was getting this one ready. And she said, "Mum's the word." Okay. Now, I was torn between doing this reading and a different sort of reading, which was I was going to just lay out a selection of these and then do the trickle down thing. But I don't know. I just see. Today is the very first day I've ever read with these cards, and I really didn't see nothing but what was in the advertisement, right? So I'm going to be as surprised as you. And if I pull something, I don't know how to. I can't deal with it. We'll just go pick another one. How about that? I mean, this is all in fun. Like I said, this is Just Facts, ma'am. It's not even really a reading. This deck and this deck has been altered. All the court cards have been removed. All the major arcana. Now all the other cards are standard. Okay, but right now, this is all you. I'm just trying to get my head around what you're thinking. This is where we think it out. Coffee and cigarettes. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Figuring it out. How many times have you sat up to like midnight, 3 a.m. figuring out the budget? How many times? Well, that's sort of what we're doing. We're looking at what we've done. We're taking stock of it and planning how to proceed. Now you got the 10 of Pentacles, and then you got manipulation. Oh, and let me point this out. This card was underneath, was here before. It was underneath the one that I flipped over, right? Was it the same one? I don't know. I have to go back and look. But second time using it, I've got to repeat. Okay? That's like 150 cards. So you got them set. It's all about money. Manipulation, money. In the reading I did before, it was somebody was planning their escape, and they had to hide doing it. So there was the deception in the manipulation. And then you got 9 of Cups, and you're making a wish. You're wishing yourself to health. You're manipulating. You're manifesting your future toward a healthier, happier you. You've taken big steps. You're growing. There's still you've got the shadow. You're bringing it with you. And then we have the moon, right? But in the reading where I was, the last reading, Mum's the word, I said a union of opposites will not work. You cannot have a union of opposites. And that's the first thing on this card in this eclipse with the moon. A union of opposites to conceal, to event. A big event is coming. To mask, upstage, merge, to transform. To camouflage, to hide, to overshadow, a loss of power. You take your power back. A temporary block, support, sudden darkness, and the big reveal. Slingshot. Whatever you're bitching about, you're on target. You're on target. And then underneath everything is the 9 of Pentacles. You're that lady out in the garden growing all them money flowers with that falcon on her arm. You're feeling pretty good about it. Good about what you did, good about the lies that you told, good about the money in your pocket, good about that credit card. Let's go shopping. We're gonna buy us some shoes. This is in your pay now. This is time. You're coming out of a very bad. You've been through a bad time, and you examined it with a minute detail to see wherein the blame lay. Your number is 66. Now here we have 9 of Cups again. 9 of Cups. You've come a long way, baby. You've analyzed everything. You've made your peace with yourself, with God, with your enemies, or you're working on it anyway. Who's your enemy? But you've come far enough in the past, and then you was finally able to get some detachment from it, and you've made your peace with some of these people. Truce, surrender, to give in, to come to terms, to suspend judgment, a lull, to de-escalate, to make amends, a peace offering. Winding down, a halt, a reprieve, to cease fire, a treaty, and agree to disagree. Two opposite things can coexist, but that leads us back to the union of opposites. So you had a big falling out with somebody, and everybody was pointing fingers at everybody else. And then time passed, life does. You got better and got some detachment from it, and you were able to come to a truce, or at least a form of forgiveness, a civil, an ability to be civil. And now, don't move so fast. Don't forgive so fast. You better back it down. Because here we have Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. And you still have obstacles to overcome. Maybe they're not as far down that path of forgiveness as you are. Right? They don't forgive that easy. There's things that they want to fight about it. And you've come to realize that that's just who they are, and that's who they will always be. They can only go so far. They can only rise so high. It does not stop you from continuing, however. In the last video, I also said, in this world, but not of it. And then we have the 4 of Cups. You're ready to go. This hanging on is getting old. You're ready to move on. You're tired of this fighting. It's all the same. It's all lies. It's all bullshit. It's all the same round and round. Here's someone telling a yarn. Telling stories. It's not worth the hassle. It's a big problem. It's a big mess. It's interconnected. It's complicated. Patience is needed. You're trying to think about future gains and incentives to stay together. You're trying to work it out. But it's a made-up story. Many working components to mask, the camouflage, the concealment. Their attempt to eclipse the truth. That's what's on your mind. And you're on target. You're picking holes in their bullshit. They're losing the narrative. This shit's out of control. That's what it says. Well, lucky for you, this is old. It really is old. It don't even hurt no more. And callous. A spot where there used to be something. Can't feel it no more. Numb. Rubbed. Desensitized. The next story doesn't even surprise you. And then we have speed, which is 2 people on a horse. 2 people on 2 horses. Now if you watch the other reading I was talking about, you even got someone, because you had like the chariot, you've had like 3 or 4 chariots throughout the day, right? But you had the chariot in 2 prominent places. And I was like, look, You even got a getaway driver. They're going to get your ass up out of there, take you. They're going to break you out. And then it'll be time to have some fun. You ready to have some fun, ain't you? You're going to be met with opposition. And lots of it. Show me the Ten of Swords in the far past. The scrutiny, the Ten of Swords. It was sorted out. You did a lot of thinking, a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of work. Swear you're never going to get in that position again. You will never find yourself in a position like that again. Oh my God, that's a lesson I only have to learn once. And you did do a lot of work. You feel pretty good about yourself. You're able to be civil. Because you're a human being with feelings, but you don't want to hang out with them. At one time you thought they were the one, and it just, them feelings are still too close. You're able to be civil. And besides, too much, if you're around him longer than 10 minutes, the fight starts up, the old behavior starts up, the sun's going down, you're running out of time, you can't go down that road again. You can't go around. Oh my God. What have I done? Well, you made a mess of things, didn't you? You're picking up a lot of pieces. A lot of things that didn't have to happen. Could have been a lot different, a lot better. Different choices. I'll take a harsh truth over a soft lie. Give me the truth. Oh my God, what have I done? I'll take a harsh truth over a soft lie. And this wasn't worth it. It's fool's gold. Sure could use a hand though, but you picked the wrong one. Alright, let me see if I can see this in another way. You fight all the time. Just fighting all the time. Oh my God, you tried and tried. You talked. You've got to have some help. You need some help. You need some help real bad. The sun's going down on you. You're running out of time. The one you're most likely to get it from is the one you'd rather die than ask. Four of Pentacles. You don't want to. You feel like you owe them. It'd be like a big "I told you so." Remember eating crow. Four Cups. Bored with it all. You just want to distance yourself from it. You're totally not into this old lie. You're not. You cannot be bought. You will not be persuaded. You will not have them back. It was all lies. Seven Swords. It wasn't worth it. They sold you a bunch of bullshit, or they said they would do one thing and did nothing. Life's for the living. That's not the help you needed. Trying to help your family, that's not the help you needed. You didn't need to add lies and bullshit to the problems the responsibilities that you had, and you only had a little bit to begin with. And it wasn't no break for you, it just added to your burden. But it has been a long time, and lucky for you, you finally detached enough from it that the lie don't bother you. Maybe you think that's what you get. Soon. You're going to do this soon. Nobody's going to see it coming. You're going to save yourself. There's a posse coming to save you. You got a getaway driver. They're bringing a horse for you. Look, get in the boat. saving your ass. You're cutting everybody off. No forwarding address, return to sender, address unknown, not available. You're sad, but you're not a fool, and you're gonna get out while you still got something. While you still got it. Go home and think about this. Go somewhere safe and think about this bullshit. All right. Oh, that's what I was doing. I knew I'd jumped a gun. Spirit, can you show me the undependable and insincerity? Can you tell me more about that? The feather, the lightweight, the gossip. Nine of Pentacles. Someone who feels entitled to look down on you. They help you maybe because it makes them look better. Well, just so they can lord it over you. Because the earlier reading, your mother loves you, but you feel that she's an insufferable hag. Okay? Seven of Swords. And she lies to you all the time, this woman. And the Six of Swords. You just soon stay away from her. You don't want to ask her nothing. And here comes the Knight of Wands. Oh my God. Can I just not be home? I don't want to answer the door. Okay. The Knight of Wands energy. Jerk. Asshole. Can't talk to them. They know it all, right? Combine that energy to a sense of entitlement. The mom. The now you owe me. And you think it's all lies. She just lies. Six of Swords. You'd rather not be around her. So here's the complicated feelings about this other person, which I think is your mother. If you're, watch the other reading. Watch the last reading. The reading before this. Okay? Because y'all can't be together 10 minutes before you're fighting, and it's like, you desperately need this to work, but you can't bear to be around you. It's unbearable. And then we got heals, obstacles to overcome. Can you show me some more about the obstacles to overcome, Spirit? Please and thank you. All right. All right. Oh. But the Queen of Wands, she is high maintenance. She's a bitch. That's Karen. You got to get your Karen in control too. Remember, when you go fight that boss battle, you got to go as you. You can't beat. You can't go. You can't charge up that hill. It's going to take more than Karen to get through all those obstacles, and it has to be a real person, the real authentic effort to be present in the effort. And it's going to take a lot of work. But this is the way to your star. Keep your goals high. Don't settle. Don't suffer a fool either. Now is the time for the Panic in the Disco, because you've been patient for how long, right? It's time to stir shit up. Time to get this party started, because out with the old and in with the new. Okay. Nine of Swords on the bottom. Oh my God, what have I done? To finally put something to be afraid and do it anyway. Okay. Yeah, a big breakup, a big sad breakup. But the ability to be civil. And then I think it's a bunch of problems still. Civil from short visits are best. Fake civility. An armed truce. Uneasiness. Sky-high anxiety. The straw that broke the camel's back. Two Karens. Fight, 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 fight. Oh my God, what have I done? I said the truth. Your shit sucks. Sun's going down on me. I gotta find something that works. I'm like a rat on a sinking ship. But that's the only way. It's hard. You're gonna have to go that way, but that's the way to your star. You feel like there's no justice or joy or just sorrow. Oh, you're like a big melting pot. Joy, sorrow, anger, injustice. Oh, aren't you fun to hang out with? Well, it's over. It's over. Yeah, you're at your breaking point. You can't stand another moment. You're crazy. This has driven you mad. And you know it's not for you. You know that this was all a lie. It was no relief to you. It did not help you thrive. Too many lies, too many stories. It just... You can't make it up. You can't work it out. The last chance. Doesn't even hurt anymore. You're going now. The final goodbye. Quickly. This will come quickly. Someone's coming for you. And you will leave with them. Alright. And for our I Want My Money Back Oracle. True intentions. Stay authentic and aligned, trusting your inner wisdom to guide you toward genuine fulfillment. Stay true to yourself. Duh. I mean, really. Six of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Is this relationship making you happy? Here you go. Yes or no. And it's that simple. And it's not. And you detach, you release. And like the phoenix, you rise again. And I'm telling you now that once you get rid of that bottleneck, success is just going to come flowing in. Spirit's been trying to pry him off you for like a barnacle. But you just wouldn't let go. You kept trying to fix it. Yeah. Karen finally knows when to stop. You're uncertain. You're in uncertain territory. What's brand new you? It's a new you. At this time, the situation or outcome is undetermined. Stay mindful. What was it? The busy bee. Stay busy. Stay 100%. Because what it is you are creating. It's a new you, but you have to create the habit. Okay? And new you will fall right into old habit. Until they're indistinguishable. Okay? You should make a routine. You should make a list. The time that you allocate in your attention to yourself or your matters should be strictly enforced with happiness and joy. And you ain't kidding.
Off with your head!
Cherry on top is the Six of Wands. Somebody better clean it up around here. You are going to start delegating authority. You're going to be doing something else. I mean, maybe you're going to go down and get a job, a part-time job, supplement your income, or maybe you're going to go back to school. I don't know what you're going to do. But all these people laying around on the couch, they can do them fucking dishes. You don't have to. They're not children. No. Ain't no children here. Because you're out looking at you, and you're going to start to delegate some of those. That's old you. Old you don't do that. New you don't do that. And then we have the elephant. Talk about the elephant in the room, but this time it's forgiveness. If you are feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You are being asked to forgive and to be gentle with others. Her part, his. Or he said, she said. Donna's on the left, dude's on the right. Coffin, which we also had. Temptation. So you're sick, he's hanging around being your caregiver, and is he stealing? Okay, look. We'll try this. I don't have anything planned. Target. You're on target. You're on target. Stairs. He's going to push you downstairs. Let me go side to side. Thank you if you're still here. I appreciate you greatly. Cross. Education. Balloon. Ideas, ideas. I think you're sick. And you should get away from him. Because you're on target about your feelings. Your feelings are on target. And you're bearing the burden of things that you're bearing responsibilities that aren't your job. It's not your job to bear this cross. But in the other one, he was a potential caretaker. You were like done with him, out the door, and then something happens. I don't know. And he's like trying to make himself useful. Laziest guy in the world. Who is succumbing to temptation to push you down the stairs. I'm kidding. The temptation to do better and do well. We do better as we know more. We do better. That's what I always say. But he's struggling with some sort of temptation. And then we have a balloon. And okay, now this is whoever I lay out. Okay, you feel me? Flow with it. You're sick. And it's this relationship that's made you sick. You've tried to get away before and didn't make it. See, there you are sick. You're sick. You're down so far you can't recover. But your will is strong. Maybe there's more than one. You're not just alone. Maybe you think of others, like love for family, children. He's betrayed you in the past. Is he a cheater? A repeat offender? Strategic, think he's got it all planned out? Entitled. He's taking advantage of the situation. Because you're down and you can't tell that he's betraying, he's thieving from you, taking advantage of you, never paying a bill. Can't talk about the elephant in the room, got to walk around on eggshells, got to satisfy his delusions of grandeur. Oh, baby, and, you know, and he's a shit. He's just a shit. He's worthless as fuck. Always talking about the stuff he's going to do for you in the future when his ships come in. Full of hot air. tunnel into the abyss. The light at the end of the tunnel is a train. Better get out of this relationship. Bye, girl.